All right, so let's add the Facebook pixel to our offer. So we have our offer here, and we're going to edit it inside RedTrack. I'm going to move across to CAPI, Conversion API, maximize signals. Okay, so we can see here, add your Facebook pixels to send conversions with the Facebook Conversion API. So what we want to do here is we're going to choose website in default action, and default event URL. In this case, we need our landing page URL, which was feelingsuperb.com. So we're just going to put this feelingsuperb.com. .club, sorry. You could put the offer URL in here as well. I just put a landing page URL and I've never had an issue. So we're going to add Facebook pixel. So again, what we'll do is we'll just grab that again and we'll place it in the event URL. Action source will be website, and then we want our conversion API key and pixel ID. So where we're going to go now is we're going to jump into the business manager. So in your business manager, you would want to create a pixel if you haven't already, okay? And then share it with your business manager that you are running ads from, okay? So remember, we've got that master business manager, which will house our data sets or pixels. And from that master business manager is where we create and house the pixels. We then share it to the correct business manager that's going to be managing the ads, okay? So we've got Brain, and we're going to open Brain, the Brain pixel dataset in Events Manager. We just need to grab two things. We need to grab the pixel ID, and we need to generate an access token. So when it loads up any second now, making sure we've got Brain selected, I'm going to go to Settings, and I'm going to scroll down. Well, first off, actually, let's grab the ID. So there's the dataset ID at the top. I'm going to go and drop that in our pixel ID box. And then I'm going to go back to get the API key, which is an access token. So see this little hyperlink here, generate access token, which is maybe about 3/4 of the way down, 2/3. Generate access token, copy code to clipboard, and then back to RedTrack to enter it into the conversion API key, or the API key, sorry, and then save. That is our Facebook pixel added to Brain Savior MW. So now when we get a conversion posted from MaxWeb back to our tracker, okay? So we get it in our campaign, we'll get the tracker, then it will post back to Facebook to tell them that we got a conversion through this campaign, through this ad set, through this ad. And I noticed maybe like 90-95% accuracy, which is a ton better than what it was after iOS 14. And it was, in actual fact, better than before iOS 14 as well. I've never really thought Facebook tracking was that great. And anyone who is literally just dependent on the Facebook ad account to tell them what's going on is really potentially shooting himself in the foot and making incorrect decisions based off incorrect data. Because even with this post back, which you would think is fairly accurate, and it is fairly accurate, I still notice discrepancy, as in conversions missing. And I also notice that sometimes the conversion will be posted back to the wrong ad set, the wrong ad. Now that could be for a couple of reasons. One of them being, it could be that the person first clicked that ad but didn't buy. And then, jumped on Facebook the next day or a few hours later, saw the ad that got the conversion and clicked it and then bought through that ad, right? And so then that might mean that Facebook actually attributes a conversion to the first ad that they clicked, but didn't buy through. So that is potentially one thing that could happen. So in that case, maybe, the discrepancy, it's not a bad thing, right? That their conversions get attributed to their first point of contact. However, I don't think that's always necessarily the case. I think a lot of the time Facebook just is a little bit haywire and it'll just show conversions attributed to a different ad set because they don't really fucking know. So I think that's maybe a lot of the time what it boils down to. Anyway, we just need it to be fairly accurate, 95% accurate. And that's enough for us to be able to optimize and scale, especially when we actually have the correct data inside RedTrack, which is 100% accurate, where we know exactly which ad set, and a ton of different things that we went through in the data deep dive in RedTrack, which we can use to optimize our campaigns and scale. Okay, so hopefully some value in this video, and I shall see you in the next one.